Everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Paige, and in today's video, my first video ever, bear with me, I'm going to be talking about when I found out my son had a cleft lip and palate, how I felt, what I did. So if you're interested to watch that, please stay tuned. Okay, so I was around 19, 20 weeks pregnant to go get my ultrasound to find out the gender. Found out the gender, little boy. It was like the first real time that we could actually see this baby like growing, head, arm, legs. He's not just like a little gummy bear anymore, you know, it's an actual baby. The tech was like, okay, the doctor wants to come in and talk to you. And I was like, that's not really normal, but I mean, he knows, like, first time mom, maybe he just wants to come and tell me everything's gonna be okay, baby looks good. But no, he like came in that door, I'm Dr. blah blah blah, your son has a cleft lip and palate. What? All the happiness, everything that I felt before I found this out was gone, and now I am pissed and scared and nervous, and I don't know what's going on. They had me do a genetic test to make sure this wasn't like related to anything else, no other genetic disease, and I had to wait 2 weeks for those results to come back. So like during those 2 weeks, I cried like almost every single day. I was so nervous. And I thought to myself, like, what did I do? How did I do this to my son? Like, what did I do? This is all my fault. I stayed off of Google because Google's not going to help anybody who has to find out that their baby's gonna have a cleft lip and palate. I went to YouTube, you know, searched like cleft lip and palate, and found some moms who kind of talked about their experience, and I really appreciated that. Like, I needed to know that there is somebody out there feeling the exact same way as me. And I know there's plenty of moms out there who have felt this way. But when you find out that your son has a cleft lip and palate, I mean, all common sense goes right out the door, and you're a hot mess. So anyway, I'm thinking like, what did I do? How did I do this? Like, I skipped my prenatal meds a couple days that I should not have skipped my prenatal meds, because if I didn't, my baby would not have a cleft lip and palate. I should not have lifted that heavy thing. You like go back and think about everything that you could have done differently, and point blank, that's just not true. Like, you did not do anything to cause your baby to have cleft lip and palate. It just happens. Like, it's not your fault, girlfriend. I promise you, it is not your fault. So please do not feel like it is your fault. When I talk to other moms who are finding out that their baby is going to have a cleft lip and palate, you know, I tell them, it's okay to be upset, but don't stay upset, because your baby deserves better than that. If you're just constantly stressed out and angry, your baby's gonna feel that, and babies deserve happy mommies. You did not do anything to cause this cleft lip and palate. Let me say that again. You did not do anything to cause this cleft lip and palate. This is not your fault, okay? It just happens. Around week 4 or 5, the face will start to come together, and that creates the philtrum right here. And in cleft lip and palate babies, that just doesn't form all the way. It just doesn't fuse together. You had no control over that. Like, you're not in there playing God. So it's not your fault. It's really not your fault. So once I accepted that this is not my fault, I started thinking, am I gonna love this baby And I know that sounds so terrible, but if you're a mom to a cleft lip and palate baby, you've probably thought this. Like, and if you haven't, like, I'm sorry, but I know I personally did. I was scared that I wasn't gonna love my baby. But when he was born and he came here, I didn't even notice the cleft. And when people tell you to take as many pictures and videos that you can, listen to them. Please listen to them. Like, I have so many pictures of my son with his cleft lip and palate, but it's not enough. It's never going to be enough for me. He recently had his lip repair, and that's a whole nother video that I'll do, but I miss it. I miss that cleft lip so much. Like, ooh, I'm getting emotional. We don't have time for that here. So, genetic test came back. He's fine. It is just an isolated cleft lip and palate. Only his left side was affected. We didn't go to NICU after he was born. We stayed in the same room together for the 2 days I was at the hospital, and I was only there for 2 days because they require it. Does it hurt him? Is he okay? How is he eating? No, it doesn't hurt him. It's the only thing that he has ever known in his life is this cleft lip and palate, so no, it doesn't hurt him. When he eats, though, I actually have a half-empty bottle right here. When he eats, though, we use the Dr. Brown's specialty feeding bottles. And inside there's this valve, and that helps the milk come out through compression and not suction because he can't suck. We tried the Haberman feeder when we were still at the hospital, and my son was just not having it, so we sticked with Dr. Brown bottles. He liked it. He's eating great. Life has been pretty normal. I mean, aside from the trips down to Riley, he's a normal, happy, healthy baby. Like, there are no other complications with him. He's going to get ear tubes in place when he gets his palate repair. But, I mean, he's 4 months old, never been sick, never had an ear infection. He is perfectly healthy, gaining weight, lit crazy. Weighs like about 15 pounds now. He's a formula baby. He was breast milk for a month, but I stopped pumping, mainly because he was super colicky with my breast milk. And I wasn't as strict with my diet as I could have been. But once baby comes, your life is forever changed. Like, nothing is ever going to be the same. And I really missed a part of my old self. I missed eating spicy foods, and I missed having a drink when I wanted one, and I missed drinking 5 cups of coffee a day. And I just needed to find myself again because everything was a mess inside my head. Everything's chaotic. It's just, I need some of my baseline back. I need to get back to normal. He was eating every 2 hours, so every time I wasn't feeding him, I was pumping. I didn't do anything but sit on this couch and feed him, pump, feed, pump, feed. I was going crazy. And you know, I already don't get enough sleep, so staying awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know how you pumping mothers do it, because kudos to you. Like, you are crazy amazing. You're crazy amazing, okay? That is dedication, and you should be proud of that. But anyway, we switched to formula. He started doing so much better. I mean, he wasn't screaming and crying all the time. The colickiness was settling down, and life was good with a happy, healthy, normal baby. Life was good. I will say to watch for the signs of reflux, though, because a lot of cleft lip and palate babies do get acid reflux. I know my friend who also has a baby with a cleft lip and palate. She warned me about this, and I'm like, well, what are the signs? Like, how do I even know? And like, my son showed some of the signs, but I couldn't really tell if it was reflux related or not. But then, like, it just kind of clicked. Like, this is reflux. My son has reflux. So, trying to give him a bottle just screams, does not want to take the bottle. I mean, I know you're hungry, you need to eat. He don't want anything to do with it. Arching the back. spitting up a lot. Oh, and just so much of it. So much of it. But, let's see. What else? Oh, turning his head, like, as far away from the bottle as he can. Like, I would, like, wrap around him, like, trying to feed him. He would still drink it, but, like, he was, like, trying to get away from it. Like, still to this day, he's on Zantac to kind of help it, but it's not going to cure it. You can't cure reflux, but some of, like, that pain can be taken away. When he eats, sometimes not with every bottle, it's gotten so much better, but sometimes when he's still taking a bottle, he'll still, like, scream, like, no, this hurts, but once he gets going and starts drinking, he's fine. He'll just suck down the bottle. So yeah, I have a healthy, happy, normal baby. We're doing great. I'm going to make a video about his lip repair soon, but I really wanted to get this one out there to let all the moms know you're gonna be okay. You got this, mama. Don't worry about it. Yes, you're going to love your son. You're going to miss that little cleft lip. No, you did not do anything to cause this. You're a good mom. Don't worry. Relax. Your baby deserves that. Take a deep breath and relax. Life is going to be okay. So if you're interested to hear about my son's cleft lip repair, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm not only going to be posting about cleft lip and palate. I want to do some other things. I don't know what yet, but I don't want this channel to be like strictly cleft lip and palate. So if you have any ideas for me, let me know and I will work on it. But yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My Twitter is linked down below. If you want to follow that too, you can. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, talk to me, do whatever. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys for the cleft lip repair video.